What's up, y'all? So this is Love After Lockup, episode 42, season 2, episode 42, and the name of the episode is called Wake Up Calls. Okay, we're gonna get right into it as I just finished last week's episode. We start out in the episode with Shane and Lacey, okay? And Lacey leaves the house, okay? She's saying that their marriage can be easily can be over with. She yells that to Shane before she leaves out. And she's driving around now looking for John, all right? She rolls up to his house. She don't see his car, and she's now worried. So she's like still driving around looking for him, okay? All right, so we cut to Sarah. Sarah is going to see a family court attorney. All right. She's like, I heard you're a specialist in family court. And even though I have a divorce pending with this man, I just want to make sure of what my rights are. Okay. And the family court, lady is asking her questions. She's like, how long have y'all been together and stuff like that? And she's telling her, it's been like 2 years. This man, he do receive money. I have the bank statements to prove it, that he receives cash apps from this one and that one, but he don't be giving me no money. All right. So she tells the lady this, and the lady is looking at her like, okay, so basically, if we could prove that he has an income, you could probably get a little something, but otherwise it'll be $25 a month that he has to give you, and that's just New York state statutes. Like, that's what it is if we cannot prove that he has an income. And she's looking like, $25 a month. She was like, you know what? I don't even really care about the money. What I want to know is, can this man show up one day, pick up my girls, and like never come back with them? And the lady was like, it's possible. And she was like, mm-mm. When I was watching this, I was like, Sarah. And any young person out here who feel as though they baby daddy is gonna, who be running the streets with other hoes, this, that, and the third, okay? And they concerned about their baby daddy coming and taking the kids and running away with them. Y'all, the kids will certainly cramp his style, okay? He would need more money to take care of them and him, than he already needs just to take care of his own self. So believe me, he not coming to get no kids and running off. That's not what's, no. Get kids and run off. He don't even call your daughter. You think he gonna come get Aviana and the new baby and run off with them? Anyway, she wants to petition the family court to make sure nothing like that can happen. I guess. He don't even visit them. So I guess that makes perfect sense, okay? Michael is sick. He's up in his hotel room, and the hotel room looks like one of them hotel rooms with like a little kitchen or whatever. Megan brings soup there. She fixes it for him in the microwave. She brings it to him. He takes a couple of, bites of it, and he's like, I can't even eat this. She's like, you look terrible. He's like, thank you for that compliment. I'm like, shut the hell up, Michael. Anyway, she was like, well, look. He was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to be in the bed all damn day. All right. And she was like, well, yeah, go ahead and lay down. Me personally, I would have left. I would have left him right there in the hotel. Go ahead. Stay here. I'll be back to check on you later. She stays there. She's in the kitchen. She has his phone. She's trying to get into it. They're showing how she's actually figuring out the code in his phone, and she unlocks his phone. Right as she was about to start going through it, he was like, Megan, where my phone at? She was like, here it is. She was like, I had needed to use it. He was like, you need to use my phone? She's like, yeah, I wanted to see what was going on in it. He was like, give me my damn phone. She was like, no, unlock it. I want to see what's going on in your phone. He's like, no. She was like, well, he was like, all you got to do is ask me. She was like, no, because when I ask you, I don't get a straight answer. So, yeah, I'm trying to go through your phone. Yes. I'm like, these two, it just seems so juvenile, the whole situation. So he's like, no, he was like, so in his confessional, he was like, when a woman is like being overbearing to me, that's like the thing that runs me off. I can't with that shit. Megan, what the fuck you trying to go through his phone for? Talking about, do you have other women? The thing I'm trying to get Megan to do is to realize and understand. Chalk it up to this. He came to visit you. Okay? To me, all y'all should be doing is like sleeping with each other throughout this visit, and then he's gonna leave and go on about his business. He the one who got you thinking that he's your man, but he don't think that he's your man. No, not at all. Not at all. So while he's there, because he don't live in Texas, he not gonna stay in Texas. Let him be your man while he's in Texas. When he goes home and you do you, like you did before. You kiss rock. Okay? So then they cut to Cheryl and Josh, okay? So Cheryl's on the phone with Josh. Josh is where he lives. Cheryl is out where she lives. I guess it's Texas. And she's on the phone with him riding in the car. Her son is in the backseat. They on their way to her sister's house. So she's just talking to him. He was like, hurry up and get to me. I miss you. I love you. And Cheryl is like, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to go out to Josh's where he lives and we're going to get a place. That's what she says. Okay. My parents are moving to Michigan and they're taking the girls. The girls are her two daughters. Okay. Her son that's in the backseat of the car, I think his name was Brandon, is going with her with Josh. Cheryl's priorities are like so fucked up. I mean, whew. You going out here to be with Josh. You're going to take your son to live with and be raised by a man who robbed a fucking bank, among other things. Okay? And you're going to let your two daughters go with your parents and you're not going to see them. They're going to be in Michigan. You don't think they need their mama? She gets to her sister's house and she tells her sister what her plans are. And her sister's like, I really just don't think it's a good idea. Like, you going out here to be with this man. Y'all argued the whole time y'all was out there. He done broke up with you like 3 times. You was only out there for a damn week. I mean, it don't make no sense to me. I'm right with her sister. Her sister's a corrections officer, okay? Anywho, so she know how these jail dudes do. You know what I mean? Anyway, we cut to Tracy and Clint. Y'all, Clint always looked terrible. I mean, Tracy always looked terrible too. But even for Tracy and Clint's standards, okay, they both look like shit. They showed Tracy in jail. She looks like shit. She's like, this is me without the makeup. This is me without the wigs. Looks like she got the side of her head shaved off. She's real skinny. She has on this like heavy looking padded dress. She mentions that she has that on because she has an eating disorder. I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyway, she was like, I don't know, maybe this was a wake-up call for me and Clint. Clint is like, okay. No, she tells the story. She was like, me and Clint went out to Texas to visit my family and we go to a Rangers game. After the Rangers game, she didn't say this, but after the Rangers game, they both got high. He said he had a weed pipe in his pocket, okay? And that's why he was let go, because he had the weed pipe. So I guess Clint only smokes weed. And Tracy was caught with, and the sheriff came on the TV and said this. Tracy was caught with, she got a DUI, I think. Was it a DUI? No. Anyway. She was caught with methamphetamines. I don't know why, if both of them was in the same car, they both weren't charged with the same things. It doesn't matter what he had in his pocket and what she had in her pocket. If he had a crack pipe on him, it looked like both of them was doing crack. So I don't know why he wasn't charged with that. He was only charged with the possession of the weed pipe, and he got out that morning, and she's still sitting in jail. But she has a $5,000 bond, and now he gonna be worried about trying to get her out of jail. And I hope he don't ask his mother for the money, because she ain't gonna give it to him. Okay? Because she is over Tracy. She wish he never, married him. She wishes that Clint never married Tracy. You know what I'm saying? So Clint mother be like, Clint, are you okay, Clint? Clint, I don't know why you deal with her. But Clint has a problem of his own. And I think that his mother is not really looking at that, especially if she knows about it. She don't give a damn about it. I guess she feel like Tracy's problems are bigger than Clint's. Or the fact that Clint is with Tracy is his biggest problem. So, yeah. So, we're going back to Shane and Lacey. Actually, no, we're going to Marcelino and Brittany. Sorry. So Brittany's mom is coming, and Brittany is in the bed with Marcelino, and she's talking to him about it, and she's like, yo, my mom is going to come out here. She's going to give me help with the baby and this and that. And of course, this will allow Brittany to go out and get a real job. You know what I'm saying? If the mother is watching the kids. So Marcelino was like, I don't know if that's a good idea, And he's talking to his confessional, and he's like, my parents, they were loving parents. They did what they needed to do for me, and, we're good. But Brittany's parents, not so much. They did her wrong. And Brittany is like, back in the day, I used to love collecting quarters. And I came home one day and found that my parents had emptied my quarter book, and it wasn't a lot of money in there. It was only enough for them to get a drink, and that's all they cared about. They didn't care about me and how I didn't have that, how I loved, my quarter collection. And I was like, that's sad. That's sad as hell. But Brittany was saying that, in her house growing up, she felt so alone, even though she was in a house full of people. She ran away at 12. And the reason why she ran away is because she just never thought that they would even notice that she was gone or whatever. And when she went back home 3 days later, they were gone. Which home was a hotel, because they moved down from Alaska to Las Vegas. And they were trying to, get a place. And that's when she ran away. And I thought that was very sad. And both of her parents have alcohol or were alcoholics. And she said her mom is now sober. And Marcelino was like, you know what? I'm going to follow your lead on the whole thing with your mother. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold your breath about shit being good, because shit probably ain't going to be good. But I'm going to follow your lead, And he leaves it at that. Okay, Shane and his homeboy go out. And you could clearly tell that his homeboy is older than him, okay? They go out and they get them some Long Island iced teas. I thought that those were strange drinks for two men, but I don't know. Maybe men do drink Long Islands. I know I drink them, okay? It seems like a girly drink to me. It seems like men would drink hard liquor straight up, but I guess I'm wrong, So they talking shit over. He talking shit over with his homeboy. He's like, all this shit going on with Lacey, I really don't know what the fuck to do. And his homeboy is like, yo, you need to give her the benefit of the doubt. Because basically his homeboy said this without saying this. Nigga, you didn't know the bitch when you married her. Okay, so you definitely need to be giving her the benefit of the doubt. She still had another nigga in her system. Okay, so it's going to be days and nights that y'all going through shit behind that other nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you need to kind of like deal with that. That's basically what he told him. And Shane, he was like, unless you don't want to be with her no more. He gave him some good advice. And Shane was like, well, I do want to be with her and I'm going to fight for it or whatever. So Shane do want Lacey, back, and he wants, his relationship or whatever. So, his friend was kind of like telling him, both of y'all had a lot of baggage when y'all came together. Y'all didn't know each other. So you got to kind of like chalk the shit up to that. You know what I mean? And work through it if you want to stay with her. Great advice. Great advice. You could tell his friend was older than him. And his friend even came in the confessional and was like, yo, he ain't got a lot of living under his belt. You know what I'm saying? He only 22 years old. So basically he gotta, he gotta live with this and he gotta learn. Gotta live and you gotta learn. We cut back to Andrea and Lamar. They at the house, okay? Apparently Lamar ain't never been to this house. They get out the car and he's like, oh, so this is, where y'all live at or whatever. Andrea got her house and shit. They go inside and she was like, me and Priscilla got a surprise for you. And it's the fact that they got cake and chips and this and that because it's happy parole, getting off parole day. That's wonderful. Everybody's happy. Andrea goes outside on the deck, it looks like, or whatever, and Lamar comes out there too. And she's like, yo, I'm so happy that you're here. I just really am. You know what I'm saying? Me and the kids, you know what I'm saying? We need you and shit. And ain't shit out in LA. And basically he's like, ain't shit out here. Like, you know what I mean? At least in LA I could go kick it with my people and shit. Ain't no black people out here, ain't no this and that. I mean, the kids ain't even around no black people. She was like, I could care less if it's no black people out here where it comes to my children's safety and them getting a good education. I don't give a shit. Okay, he was talking about the missionaries that they saw in the airport, and he was like, it wasn't not one black child in a missionary, in that missionary thing. She was like, I don't give a damn about that. That's not like something that I give a damn about. I care about my children's education and this and that. Her children, Tennyson and Nala, they do seem to have they do seem to be very well spoken and like educated. That's how they sound like they are. Actually, where it comes to Andrea and Lamar, Tennyson and Nala seem to be the voice of reason all the time. They out there going back and forth, and Tennyson and Nala come outside and they're like, I thought we were celebrating, y'all. What's really good? Come in the house and let's just be cordial. Let's, Lamar goes in the house or whatever. Nala goes outside and Lamar's in the house with Tennyson. They getting everything ready for the party. And Tennyson is like, I feel you though, Lamar, what you saying. You saying it's not enough diversity out here. And Lamar is like, yeah, it's not enough diversity out here for me. And she hears him say that. And she's like, you in there still talking about me? You in there still talking about me? And he was like, ain't nobody talking about you. They get into it again. Andrea. If you want this man to stay with you in Utah, or if you guys want to come together again, no matter where it is, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say that you are going to have to show this man some more love, more than what you be showing. Because you're always bitching at this man. He just came there. Any other wife would be jumping all over, would have sent the kids somewhere else and would be in there jumping all over her husband. Not Andrea. Andrea, get off the man's jock for 5 fucking minutes. Let him enjoy being there. Maybe y'all will see each other more often. Yo, if y'all don't stay together, I will venture to say that you ran him off. Could you be nice to the nigga for like a little bit? I can't. Andrea, I can't stand Andrea. Okay, because you went out here and you chose to get with this man who was locked up for like 18 years. You had a child by this man while he was locked up. Now everybody else needs to be doing what the fuck you want them to do. It's another grown person in this mix, and his name is Lamar. He is not one of your children. And even the fact that you want your children to show him more love than you do be doing. I can't with that shit. Anyway, back to Cheryl and Josh. Cheryl, goes to visit her clown friend. She has a friend who's a clown. I don't know. But her clown friend tells her, like, bitch, I am not trying to tell you what to do, but I think you're making a motherfucking mistake, okay? Going out here, dragging your kids out here, you're going to be going through a lot, okay? You're going to be going through a lot of bullshit, and it's at your own hands. Although you might be trying to blame somebody else when you are going through it, it's going to be at your own hands that you're going through all this stuff that you're going through. Moving out there with him, taking Brandon, getting your own place and all that other shit. It's going to be more of the same. That's what her friend tells her. And it is. It's going to be more of the same. Cheryl's, like I said, priorities are all fucked up. I just can't with her. Her job as a mother means absolutely nothing to her. And it drives me nuts. Okay, so Brittany's mom and sisters have arrived in Vegas, and they have a place right down the street from where they live. Brittany and Marcelino and the kids live. So that's cute. That's cute. They're there, and they're all sitting. It seems like they must have cooked outside. They all sitting around eating and stuff like that. And Brittany starts taking her mom to task about her upbringing and all that she went through, and she doesn't want her children to go through that. Well, Brittany, I have a little piece of advice for you right now. And it kind of made her mom upset. Her mom got up and like walked off and started crying, okay? I have advice for Brittany. Brittany, if you do not want your children to go through what you went through, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to forgive your mother. And then you're going to have to forgive yourself. Yes, you did a lot of bullshit. Yes, your mother did a lot of bullshit. But we are now past that. Your mom went through a tragedy where she got burned on, like I think Brittany said, on 80% of her body. So, like, she's a new woman. You a new woman now that you with Marcelino. You're no longer that 12-year-old runaway. This inmate, nothing. Your life has changed. Your mom's life has changed. She's no longer a drunk and a bad mom. She's going to try to redeem herself with her grandmotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And what you're going to need to do in order to get past things is you're going to need to forgive your mother for all her bullshit. A lot of us went through bullshit at the hands of our mother. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have. You're going to have to forgive your mother for the things that you've gone through, the things that you've seen, the things that you've endured. And then you're going to have to forgive yourself for the things that you put yourself through, the things that you have shown your own self, and the things that you've endured being locked behind bars. You know, for giving away, or not giving away, but losing two of your children, your first two children, to adoption. You're going to have to forgive yourself, Brittany. I'm going to send you this video too. Because you really, really need to do that. What I'm telling her to do, I got it from Iyanla. And Iyanla spoke that to me. You got to forgive your mother. And then you have to forgive yourself. Because unfortunately, a lot of the bullshit that you went through, you know, in your life, it's your mother. Like, that is you, your mother in you. Then you'll be able to start anew. That's where I'm at with it. Lacey, still worried about John. Running around looking for him, calls the hospitals and then calls the jails. When she called the jail and asked, do they have John up in there? They said yes. Although she started busting out crying once she hung up the phone with the jail, it was a relief because John is still among the living. The person at the police station told her that John was caught. He had a DUI or DWI, and he had possession of drug paraphernalia. She started busting out crying. My question for Lacey right now is, why the fuck did you marry Shane? Why did you marry Shane? Why have you had this man around your children? You done married him. You done brought him into your life. And you really still love John and want to be with him. So after that, she's like, well, John took himself out the picture. Bitch, I thought he was already out the picture. You're married to Shane. I thought he was already out of the picture. He took himself out of the picture, and he's not going to be out for a very long time. And she's out there, eyes all red and everything like that. Married to another man. I said, okay. So we back to Michael and Megan. Somebody knocks on the hotel door. Megan goes to get it. Who is it? None other than Rock, the nigga that Megan kissed while Michael was locked up. Yeah. So Rock is at the door. He comes walking in. So Megan is like, why wouldn't you tell me that he's coming here? Why wouldn't you tell me that he's coming today? Like, why wouldn't you mention that? I just feel as though you want some bullshit. So he's like, let me holler at him for a minute. To me, again, if I was Megan, I would have just bounced. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, all right, well then, y'all go ahead and kick it. I'm out. I would have bounced. Especially seeing what actually was said when he was kicking it with Rock. So him and Rock go outside. They about to smoke a cigarette. They walking. Rock is like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know, some bullshit went down with me and Megan. And Michael stops him right there and it was like, ho, stop right there. Let me stop you right there. Because you're going to be talking and some other shit going to be happening. And to me, that meant you're going to say something and I'm going to end up punching you in your face. So just stop right there and let me talk. Rock was like, huh? What? What you mean? He was like, yo, I'm out here locked up or whatever. I've been knowing you for 10 years. You was my boy. We slept in the same bed together. Shared clothes together. We've known each other since we was little kids. And I'm out here locked up. And you gonna kiss my girl? And he was like, yo, man, like, why is you acting like you give a fuck, yo? Do you really care about this bitch? That's what he says. Do you really care about her? And you know, Michael was basically like, why the fuck is you worried about whether I really care about her? He's like, cause yo, I know how to treat a good woman. That's what Rock said. I was like, oh, okay. Rock trying to be with Megan. Okay. He was like, I'm saying, I know how to treat a good woman. I know how to recognize that I have a good woman. I said, okay. And he was like, but, you know, that was my girl, so what do that make you? That's what Michael says to him. And Michael was like, but you was married and got all these other bitches, so what do that make you? They going back and forth. So Michael was like, yo, man, did you fuck Megan or not? Rock opens up his lips and says, I'm saying, me and her, you know, I saw her, one thing led to another, and yeah. Word. Right before they went downstairs, Megan was like, I mean, I've been truthful about the whole shit, so, I mean, I ain't worried about it, but, I don't know what to believe, but it seemed like everything negative Michael is going to believe. Like when Megan told Michael that she kissed Rock, he asked Rock. Rock said it was not true, and he just automatically believed Megan that it was true, because the most negative thing that he hears, he's going to believe. Okay, again, this time, Megan says they only kissed. Rock says they fucked. He automatically believes Rock, even though Megan said they only kissed. So he's like, Megan slept with Rock. I'm saying, like, that's like a deal. He's acting like it's a deal breaker. Anyway, they go on back and forth, and he ends up mushing Rock. That's the last thing we see. That's the last thing we see. I actually don't know what to believe. You know, I don't know if they did it. I don't know if Megan's going to deny it or if she's going to come clean. You know what I'm saying? After she got her first taste of sex with Michael, she probably was like, yeah, let's Rock you. You down for that? Okay, let's do it. And that's how that went down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but it's a fucking train wreck. That's what it is. And I know that Sarah is like, that's what you get for fucking with hoes. She out here fucking one of your homeboys. Me, I've been faithful and loyal. That's probably what Sarah is saying. But anyway, this video was under 30 minutes. Under 30 minutes. Anyway, I want y'all to please like the video, comment on it, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Okay? It will support my channel. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.